there, it's Sherry Dion with the Bulimia Freedom Project, and this is video 6 of my video series, The Basics of EFT Tapping. So in the last video, we discussed the setup statement. In this video, we're going to talk about the reminder phrase. Now, once you start tapping, you may find it a bit difficult to consciously think about the problem while you're doing the tapping. We sometimes get sidetracked. Therefore, a short reminder phrase is used while you're moving through the EFT tapping points to help you maintain focus on the problem. The reminder phrase is the issue that you're tapping on. It's simply a word or a short phrase that describes the issue that you're trying to resolve. So some examples might be all of this anxiety around food, this excruciating pain in my back, all of this guilt, or all of this fear. You repeat it out loud at each point in the tapping sequence. In this way, you continually remind your system about the problem being addressed while we realign the related energy disruptions in the body. After tapping on the karate chop point and stating your setup statement 3 times, you're ready to start tapping through the remaining 8 points of the tapping sequence while stating your reminder phrase. This part of the process is the workhorse part of EFT tapping. It stimulates and balances the body's energy pathways. To perform it, you tap on each of the tapping points while saying a reminder phrase, and again, keeping your system tuned into the issue. So in this example, I'm going to continue with the anxiety around all of the food at the dinner party. So the reminder phrase for me would be all of this anxiety, and you really want to feel the anxiety while you're doing the tapping. Okay, so you want to aim for tapping 5 to 7 times at each point as you work through the sequence, but it doesn't have to be an exact count. If it feels right to tap 20 times or even 50 times on one point, go for it. The idea is simply to spend enough time at each point to speak your reminder phrase and let it sink in. So we've just finished tapping on the karate chop point and stating our setup statement. Now we're going to work through the rest of the sequence. All of this anxiety, all of this anxiety, all of this anxiety that I feel around food right now, all of this anxiety, all of this anxiety around food at this dinner party, all of this anxiety, all of this anxiety, all of this anxiety around food at the dinner party. So that was one full round of tapping. Once you go through 2 or 3 rounds of tapping, or more if you want, stop and take a deep breath. You're now going to check in with yourself and test the intensity of the issue again. Feel your body and notice what's happening for you and establish an after level of the issue's intensity. Ask yourself these questions. Did the issue shift? Do I feel calmer and less anxious? How do I feel on the 0 to 10 scale? You compare this with the before level to see how much progress you've made. If you're not down to a 0, then repeat the process a few more times until you have achieved a 0 or you plateaued at some point. And that's the tapping process. Pretty cool, isn't it? Now in the next video, which is the last video of this series, we're going to do a full round of tapping together. I'll see you in video number 7.